afternoon.
Yeah, hi Ravali. Good afternoon.
Could you please open your activity document
Yeah,
and go through each and every topic and
yeah.
walk me through? Over to you, Suhail.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Ravali. Coming to the today's topics, these are the today's topics which I am going to explain, uh, which are assigning access to the dimension members, defining valid intersections, set up and run data load, importing data from file, copying data and clearing data, creating forms, assigning access to forms. Coming to the first topic, assigning access to the dimension members, we'll first go to the activity guide. Yeah. Here assigning access to the account and entity dimension members. Firstly, we'll log in all the credentials in the application and we'll sign in. After that, we'll go to the account dimension. Yeah, I will show in the application. This is the home page. We'll go to the navigator and select dimensions. Under account dimension, in the activity guide, it says like select the account which you created earlier in the practice, total account. This is the total account and click the assign access icon from the actions drop down. So after selecting, we'll select the actions drop down and we'll select the assign access. After now go to the groups tab, click on the add access icon and we'll give access to the service administrator. So we'll click on groups and we'll add the button and we'll give to the service administrator the read and write access. Add. Yeah, like that we'll give the access to the service administrator or other users as well. So repeat these steps 5 to 9 and grant write permission on EN01_05062 to group service administrator. Yeah. First we'll close this and we'll go to the entity dimension. Yeah, here next entity dimension and select EN01_05. EN0101. Yeah, here we'll select it and we under actions we can go to the assign access and in the groups we'll add and we'll select the service administrator and click on add. Like that we'll give the read and write access. Here I want to give the write access and close. As you see in the group, we can create once again and we'll do the same steps in the EN04 as well. We'll select the assign access. Yeah, we'll under the groups, we'll add, we'll select the service administrator and click on write and add. Close, close, and lastly EN05_03 assign access. Select group tab, create. Here you can see all the users. We will give write access and we'll select a group. Coming to the admin guide, next topic, which is valid intersection. Yeah, defining valid intersection for dimension members. Overview, in this practice, we'll create a valid intersection using your dimension members. We'll go to the valid intersection card. And then under the navigator, we'll go to the valid intersection card. Here it is. And here we'll follow the admin guide. Click on create and enter name sample_valid intersection. Create name sample underscore valid intersection. And after that, we'll select the anchor dimensions. Click on drop down arrow to select the anchor dimension and then select account dimension. Yeah. Under the anchor dimension, we'll select the account. And next, we'll go to the add dimension. We'll select the entity. Yeah. We'll next click on add rule. Under the add rule, we'll select the 1 minute. Yeah, operating income and hit enter in the accounts column. Here we'll select operating income. Yeah, like that we can select and click on OK. And in that entity dimension, we'll select the follow the steps 11, 12 in the case account exists as the part of selection. Otherwise, jump to the step 13. Yeah, now step 13 is entity tab, search for EN01. Yeah, we'll search for EN01. Yeah, EN01. And we'll click OK. Next, click function section for EN01 and select descendants of I. We'll select this. Under FX, we'll select descendants. Yeah. After this, we'll go to the, we'll click OK and save and close. Yeah, like that, we can create valid intersection in the FCCS application. Next topic is loading data using data management. Yeah, in these practices, we will perform the following tasks like import data to the FCCS application using data management, create import format, location, data mapping, and data load rule in order to export from data management. As you can see here, our task, first we'll log in to the EPM cloud and click the navigator icon and data management. We'll come to the home page first. We'll go to the navigator icon and we'll click the data management. We'll select setup and we'll go to the activity guide. Yeah, select setup. Yeah, I have selected and click on import format. Yeah, we'll go to the data management. We'll click the setup. In the source system, first we'll select if any previously selected file is there, we'll select it and we'll basically save it. In the source system, we'll enter the name, source name, and we'll select the type, whether it is file or NetSuite or ERP or HCM cloud. And next, we'll go to the target application. We'll create the target application. We'll give the name and we'll attach the source file. And then here we'll give the mapping, target application mapping. What are all the items present in the file? We'll select it here by entering names, and we'll click on save. Yeah, here import format to load the data. Yeah, we'll go to the import format. Yeah, we'll select demo if. Yeah, in the import format here, we'll do the mapping according to the file. As you can see, the file, this is my file. I have entered according to the file. Account is first column, entity second, third movement, fourth product, fifth view, sixth multi-gap, 7th intercompany, and 8th data. So like that, I have given the mapping here. And in the file type, I have selected numeric data because the data is in numeric. This data I want to export in the FCCS application. And after giving all the mapping, we'll select the file type. First, we'll select the file type. It's the numeric data, so I have selected. And in the file delimiter, I am selecting comma. And after mapping, we'll save. After saving, we'll go to the location tab. Over there, we'll add and we'll see the format. We'll name the demo location and we'll fix the import format. And if we select the import format, the source and target application will all automatically get linked. After that, we'll save. And next, we'll go to the period mapping. Then here, by default, it will get selected this. If you want to change, we can select the particular period, or we can do the application mapping as well. Here we have to enter the data for which period the data wants to get loaded in the application. Here we'll give the month, here FY22 according to the application, and here the period name. After giving all that, we'll save it. And we'll go to the category mapping. Category mapping where we can select whether the data is under actual or budget or forecast. So presently I'm using actual in the admin guide. Here, as you can see, intercompany, and we'll go to the save changes. In the application, as you can see, we'll go to the workflow tab. We'll do the data load mapping. Here these are the dimensions which are present in the file and which we have done in the mapping. So according to the file, if we want to load the data from file to FCCS application without any changes, we'll do the like mapping. Or if we want to make changes within the file, we'll select the explicit mapping. So here I am selecting like mapping in the activity guide. So I have done the like mapping in all dimensions like account, data, entity, intercompany movement, multi-gap, view, and product. And after the data load mapping, we'll go to the data load rule. Here we'll create a data load rule. We'll name it here data load rule. And in the category, our category is actual. So I'm selecting actual. And in the target cube also, it's console. The data which I want to get exported, that I want to do it in console cube. After selecting these options, here we'll select the Excel file. I have selected Excel file and click on OK and save. This is save. And next we'll select the execute. We can we can do the data load now itself, or we can schedule it later also. I'm selecting execute and import from source. And here the start and end period are same according to the period mapping. And I'm clicking on run. So it will take 2 to 3 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll go to the admin guide. After that, here as you can see, we'll import the file and now click on run. We have clicked on run. And next, click refresh to check the status of the data load. Once the data load is successful, the status will be visible in the green tick. It's loading. Meanwhile, after getting loaded, we'll go to the application. In the data card, we'll select the launch in the order to the exported data in the FCCS application, navigate to the home page, click on rules card and launch the consolidate rule. After doing that, we'll go to the data card and expand the FCCS underscore income statement. You'll see data, we'll click on data. FCCS underscore income statement. We'll expand it. Income statement by period. Yeah, it is taking time. Enter the following details in the point of view. Yeah, it's open. We'll enter the details on the point of view, like actual FY20, actual FY20, and periodic, and EN01 underscore 05. After doing that, we'll select all the entity input and all. We'll click on save. Sorry, we click on go. And then following screenshot is that of the year dimension member selection. Yeah. Now you will be able to see the details. Yeah, here we can see the details, the accounts and accounts details and all. Or if you want to make any changes, we can make it here. So coming to the next one, managing data. Like in this practice, we'll perform the following task, like importing data from CSV file, copying data from one point of view to another, clearing data from the queue. So firstly, importing data from a file. On the home page, click on the application cluster and then click the overview card. We'll go to the home page. We'll go to the overview card and the actions. Here we can import the data. Click on import data.csv file location dlabs and we'll select the file. Local will keep file type as comma delimited and import mode merge, and we'll choose here the file. Yeah, here we can choose the file. We'll select OK and we'll click import. Yeah, import data job submitted successfully. Import data. Yeah, like that we can import the data in the FCCS application. We'll click on close. Yeah. Next, copying data. Yeah, here. Home page, click on the application cluster under overview card, click on copy data. The actions icon, where we can select copy data. Yeah, click on create. Here we can copy the data. Here we'll select the scenario, selecting actual, and year FY20. And next period Jan and entity EN01 underscore 05. Period Jan and yeah, entity EN01 underscore 05. We'll expand EN01 underscore 05. We'll click on OK. And in the data source, FCCS data input. FCCS underscore data input. Yeah, we'll select data input, click on OK, and next we'll go to the next page and click run FCCS input and EN06 in the clear copy data. We'll expand this and we'll select the EN06. Click on OK. So here what we have done is we are copying the data from EN01 underscore 05 and pasting it to the EN01 to underscore 06. After that, we'll run, click on run. Yes, we'll click on yes. Job is submitted. See the console for the more information. So cancel. We'll check the jobs. Yeah, copy data has been completed. So after completed, we'll go to the next page. To verify that data has been copied from entities 01 underscore 06, click data card on the application homepage, expand the FCCS income statement folder, and then open FCCS underscore income statement by period. We'll go to the data. We'll see FCCS underscore income statement by period. And in the activity guide, we'll select the EN01 underscore 06. EN01 underscore 06. After selecting, we'll click on go and the data will get appeared. Next, managing forms. Creating forms which will be used to enter and view data in application in the later exercises, assigning access to those forms. To create a form, we'll go to the home page and click on navigator icon cluster and then select forms. We'll go to the forms. Under actions, we'll select create. Homepage, click on navigator and here click plus icon to create new folder. Give the name as data forms and click OK. So we'll close this, cancel, and we'll select the plus icon. We'll name it as data forms. Click on OK. We'll click on new form. And we'll go to the activity guide. And here in your newly considered folder, click create and simple form. Enter the following details on the property page. Name data entry. Description, the form is used for data entry. Form name is data entry. And this form is for data entry in description. After that, we'll go to the on next tab, click on next, and we'll in the next tab, we'll select point of view. Point of view, view intercompany currency. The layout of and page, year, period, scenario, consolidation, and data source. Here, we'll move it to the years to the page dimension, page row, year, scenario, years scenario and years period scenario. So years and scenario are done. Period, consolidation and data source. Period, consolidation and data source. After moving, I will select the rows and columns. On the rows, movement and account. Account and movement also. We'll move it to the rows. Yeah. After that, we'll in the columns, we'll select entity. Columns, we will select entity. So now add two more rows. Do right click and row 1 and then select add 2 rows. Add rows. Like that we can add. Do right click row 1 and then select add row. Next, we'll repeat one more time to select one more row. So after that, enter the following details in the point of view dimension by clicking the icon and shown in the screenshot. So in the view FCCS periodic, in the view we'll select FCCS periodic. Entity currency in currency. Intercompany FCCS no intercompany. Currency, yeah, here we'll select it. We'll select entity currency. We'll add and click on OK. And in the intercompany as well, we'll select no intercompany. And click on OK. And in the product, we'll select no product. And multi-gap local FCCS underscore local gap. Here in multi-gap, FCCS underscore local gap. We'll click on OK. And in the page, we'll select yeah, under the page dimension, we'll select the scenario actual. Scenario actual and next consolidation I descendants of FCCS contribution total. Yeah, in the here effects, we'll select I descendants of contribution total. In period, I descendants of year total. In the years, we'll select years as FY22. And in the period, I descendants of year total. Yeah, I descendants of year total. Click on OK and yeah, data source. In the data source, I descendants of FCCS underscore total data source. Select I descendants total data source, and in the year, yeah. Next, select year, then select the function selector icon and click children. We'll edit this. We'll select years and we'll select the children. Click on OK. And in the rows and columns, Now enter the following details for rows and columns. For row 1 movement dimension, search for changes due to issue of stock. So here we are selecting changes due to issue of stock. We'll press the search icon. So we'll just restart once again. As there is no data, we'll select quarterly sales. We'll click on add. We'll click on OK. In the movement dimension as well, we'll select movement changes due to issue of stock. Here we'll type as changes due to issue of stock. We'll click on search. Yeah, we'll select it here and we'll add it to the next. After that, we'll go to the admin guide. Click on next page. In the select the members, click right arrow and click OK. And similarly, we'll do the common stock. In the account, we'll select common stock. We'll select common stock. We'll remove quarterly sales. And in the second row, we'll edit. Under the account, we'll give 4,000. I310. And basically we'll go to the FCCS traditional balance sheet, total assets. Under current assets, we'll select the account which we need and click on OK. And at the movement dimension, we'll click on edit and we'll select changes in other current assets. Changes in other current assets. We'll add, we click on OK. And next row, we'll edit it. And we'll see the admin guide, change 7,000 and changes in net income. We'll find whether the account is in our FCCS application or not. If not, we'll select the required account. We'll select it. And in the moment, changes due to net income. Changes in net income. Changes in net income. So after selecting, we'll search and we'll add. We'll click on OK. And in the entity column, we'll select it, we'll edit. And we'll go to the admin guide. The admin guide in the entity, children consolidation entity. We'll select the children. We'll click on OK. After that, we'll save the form first. Click on OK. And next, it should look like this following screenshot. As you can see, it is looking like same. And click save and then select the business rule tab, select console rule, consolidate and click add. So in the business rule, we'll select console rule, consolidate and click add. After saving, we'll go to the business rule tab. We'll select the consolidate and we'll add. After that, we'll add Next, we'll go to the admin guide, save the form and click finish. We'll save it. Once again, click on OK and we'll click on finish. After that, we'll go to the data and we'll check the form. Yeah. Like that, we can see and analyze the data form. Over to you, Ravali. That's it. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Ravali.
I'm speaking on mute, Suhail.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay, Ravali. Yeah, I have completed my topics.
Okay, thank you, Suhail.
Yeah, thank